Hey, welcome to Colorado Bigfoot. So this was an interesting day. As you can see in this picture, the teeth and the eyeballs is the reason I'm there. 2 videos ago or so, if you wanted, maybe 3, if you're interested. None of this is opinion. This is all fact at Colorado Bigfoot, unless I'll tell you this is just my opinion. Otherwise, we're not working on, we're not just looking around. What we do has been, this is 5 years in the making and 800 full-length documentaries. I'm exaggerating a little, but not much, since then, and a new person is never going to understand this. Regular people cannot and will not stray from their logic. I said it today on a post. There must be a logical explanation for this. Well, that's exactly your problem. Everything, you want to keep everything within logic, and that's how they've tricked you since the beginning of time. If you want to learn the truth, open your mind. The little zooming video I made is from this video, so I just wanted to keep it included in this, although you may have seen this already. But not a lot of people have. Remember, I'm censored from the algorithms. So most of my subs, I'm lucky to get 25% of my subs to even watch. Enjoy. Whether you realize it or not, this is one of the most informative, unbelievable zooms ever taken in this subject.
That's a good guy right there. Look at the square opening with the leaner. There's a leaner to the left and there's one in the back. It looks like this perfect square with like a triangle in front of a big...
This is how it's done. All you have to do is learn not how to fight your brain. All you're doing is fighting with yourself. That's it.
I swear to God, that's what it looks like. I'm talking about, look at that square. I can't hold this much longer because of my neck. I just know that's an interesting looking spot, you guys. Everything right there is really interesting, and I think they tell you. Right there. It's a tree half pushed over, which means something forced it into position, and then behind there's a lean. All right, working my way up. This is crazy brutal. That boulder is really, is that a boulder? What is that? That's just a tree. That is so theirs. Are those faces in there? I swear I see eye sockets right there. See all kinds of eyeballs. Look at the X. It's not pareidolia, you guys. You have to remember, people that started making up that excuse didn't understand their language. They just thought they were bending sticks for whatever reason. They had no idea. Didn't you notice how everyone dropped off as soon as I proved that? Bigfoot Tony just kept his mouth shut because every single picture I've ever shown has a symmetrical X involved. Almost every single one. If there wasn't, it was a boulder involved. The spot is really curious to me. Where's that square with the dude? Isn't that... Oh, hold on a second. The square with... I told you this is in layman here. We're in layman terms here. Where's the square with the dude? If you guys didn't understand that, I mean, you're on the wrong channel. I'm kidding. Come on, where was that square? Where was that leaner? Give me a second. Oh, I'm on the wrong tier. Where am I looking? I'm looking here. Oh, I never did look there, did I? I was looking over here. Where's the square with the dude? Square with the dude is still there. Remember, we don't understand. Maybe that's what he does. Maybe where they live, That's weird. Why? Look, you guys, this is a...
Keep in mind, this is not the first time I've done this. This is how they do it. Remember, this is what I'm talking about. Think outside your logic. They turn to like statues when they know you're looking.
Nature does nothing strange. It's one thing, it's an excuse that regular people make up. Nature does nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing ever. Okay, unless you're, unless it creates something like a tornado, or that's the fascinating part of Mother Nature. But Mother Nature doesn't create anything, like that. That is an entrance right there. Why does it look like it has an arm sticking out? That's one of their markers, just like seeing a boulder. Then I got the leaner in the front. I got which is basically an X in front, right? It is an X. There's no doubt about it. I got a square with a dude with a triangle. I was filming the faces. That is blatant right there. And then the rocks all in front. You can't access that spot. Not from the front. Right? Everything looks funky and weird. Another X over there. Then out front, sorry about this if this is... I'm interested though. Remember, you never notice anything right away. You really gotta take a second look, usually, always. Same faces there. But that's a symmetrical X on the ground. Looks like one of their huts. There's something major going on right there. Footprint. On the other side of the log. I was following them all the way. I don't think this was the tree. Oh, it probably was. There's the leaner. You guys, this was legit. Let me catch my breath. All right, I'm almost sure this is it. And it all makes sense. You'd never know this if we hadn't done what we've done. This is the idea of having someone out here forever. Well, more than one, but as many as we can. Because we'd never know that that's how they mark where they are, is the leaner into the pine trees. This thing was huge. Look at the seat, you guys. There's no way that there's a seat. In these trees, where I filmed that thing with big teeth. Now, I can't swear it, but I think this was it. So he was like, they were like right in here somehow, using their magic. This has been moved recently, from right there to there. I got a giant footprint coming in. I got all the signs at the road. All these things are going sideways. It's so steep. We gotta go. Weird aspens. Look at how weird they are. They did that. It's only here. Look. Look how everything's weird right here. Very interesting, right behind the tree. I'm actually just over. It's too steep to walk straight up, so I'm gonna walk at an angle, zigzag back and forth. I got snow there, which is good because I need little piles of snow because I have no water with me. Look at this. How does that smell? The tree was right there. Got lots of timestamps. You gotta see the disturbance. I mean, it's crazy. There's like a seat there, right? It's right in view of the road, so it's gonna be a mess. But look, this thing has just been devastated from, it's literally from walking right where I am. There's the step. Look at this. Come on, you guys got some big teeth. I didn't know. I was rather, look at that, it's a trident. Look, it's all, those trees are growing from there. 1, 2, 3, start right there. It's them. I've talked about that before. Perch. Whoa. Oh man, this is a hangout. This is just like the one I filmed the other day. Oh, does it smell in here? Like pine trees. Look how blatant this is. So blatant. This is good. I like this. Not supposed to impress you, but hopefully when we get up there, it's gonna take me quite some time to get to the top. I think it'll be worth it though. And probably save my life with all the junk food. Look, there's all kinds of disturbances there behind all this. Man, did they just give me a special spot? Like literally give it to me on camera where you'll believe me that they gave it to me. So not only is it 3 coming out the top, but it's a trident in a sense. And then it's all blatant inside and then the outside of that. That's one of their spots. Trust me. Then, as I'm cutting, I'm way above those trees, the first trees where I caught them the other day. I found one of their spots. This is where they walk through. It's not a place you want to be careful as a person because they don't plan on you coming through their special spots like this. Could upset them, it could make them happy. It depends, I think, on who you're dealing with. Being nosy. But they know I'm being nosy, not for non-profit. Like I'm doing it simply because I'm curious. And because I have this crazy love for them that I can't explain. Yes, you can see where they're walking, you guys. Look at this hidden trail. That's the tree right there. And it's directly behind it. Look, X on the ground on a giant hill. Perch. Look at this. This is so cool. So I started heading up towards that leaner, and then I get I was like, what the heck? It was like your friend was with you and we just wanted to show you something, like, you're over there. I'm like, because I want to talk to you, and I just make you look at me. So I just walk over to where the whistle was, and it's all the perches. I would have missed it. The trail leads right to it. The trail I was just telling you about. Check this out. Thank you very much. This is crazy. It's like, they wanted me to see it. Wait till you see what I'm going to show you. Okay, so here's a seat. It's all active. Look, it's all active. Look, it's one of their insides. See the leaners? Leaner, it's a fork. X right there. He's like, I swear, he's like, and what I do now is I just pretend, I just go with it, like that's completely normal. Not like, oh my God, there's a whistle. I didn't even turn the camera on. I just like, oh, thank you. And I came over, and here's the seats. I'm not sure what he wanted me to see. You can see where they sit. They're everywhere, you guys. There's one right there. There's one right there. Well, how do people not understand that this is the most amazing thing in the world? Nobody knew about this. And I found the seats. I figured out that it was a language. Me. I've never done anything of note. If you ask people in my life, they're like, "That Mark, that's ridiculous. You were the best. This, that, that." I'm like, nah, I don't care what you think. It's the way I felt. By the way, all these are being eaten in here. There's no squirrels. There's no nests, and there's no anything. It's not red squirrels, please, you guys. Oh man, these people with the common sense. This is not a common sense channel. If you're going to use your common sense, it's pointless to be here. You're not going to learn anything. Look at this. You guys, thank you so much for this. This is blatant. Look at this. They brought me in here. Look at this spot, you guys. This is where they're literally coming from right here. There's footprints everywhere in the grass. They must come out of this giant boulder somewhere near it, and then they're all in there, and then the inside is right there. Look at the trident leaner, right? Look at the view from here. It's absolutely unbelievable. Or distracting me from what I'm doing. That white thing looks like a face, doesn't it? Just looks like a face, that's it, right there. It's like a floating head on the side of a tree. Look at that, that's weird. There's a structure by it too, see that? It's a star structure. It's coming completely sideways. It's like wedged in there. Man, that's an interesting forest right there. The footprints here is out of control. Why would they want me to come in here? That doesn't happen that much. Like, if I find a place, I feel like sometimes they help me. Like, Mark, wrong structure. Come on, look at this one. But to actually stop me on the road, because they've seen me pass literally 100 times, if they were watching. And finally, we're like, listen, man, you got to come in here. Look next to this, you guys. This is no joke. Okay, I'm not making any of this up. Remember, when they're on the boulders, they don't do anything crazy. And this is pretty good. It's 100%. Look. Look at this boulder. Look how everything happens right there. You can barely tell. Look at that. All those seats are right in there. You'd never know it. What's coming out of the two seats? Two Bigfoot trees. Random tail on top of the rock. Look at that. Let's keep going. One there, because I already passed it. There's another one. I've been coming left instead of going straight up, because it's easier. It's the biggest trident you've ever seen at the top. That's how they do it, and that's where they'll be. So if like you're down, if the road was closer, for some reason they'll be in the tree that the leaner's leaning on. Or if you're not happy with the leaner, how about the X? The Trident X that's off the ground underneath it. Man, does it smell like pine in here. It smells like you're going to cut a Christmas tree. It's not because of the trees, it's because of them being broken or whatever. I think it's from termites. I can't think of what else that would be. I don't see that too often though. It's a tree that broke. There's the tree right here. Looks like it was probably termites. Even the big one, look how it comes up to meet. So like I said, I can't promise you this is going to be a mind blower, but so far, it's not like a complete fail or anything. I changed my plans completely. I was like, why am I going somewhere else yet? It's not even where I want to go yet, although it would have been good. And when I just filmed some dude with teeth, they rolled a boulder out. Why would I not go? It just hit me this morning. Like, I didn't even think about coming back here till today. Like, you would think as I was driving away, like, oh, I got to come back there. Nope. I don't know if I said that or not, but I just certainly haven't thought about it at all. Walkway. It really opens up here. Those could just be spots to chill. You know, it's not always a giant world. Let's go see what happens. They communicate between these two spots. Not for me, there's not. The guy that's over here, he's like, he's over there in the seats. Shh. I'm too out of breath to show it to you. But in there, it's the most unbelievable seat. It has all of these structures going in and out. Crisscrossing, right? Field goal. We're on top of it all. You can't tell, but it's being held up by those other ones. And on the outside, it's weird. Look at this hidden place I found. This hidden valley. Oh, there's a perch. Look at this. I told you these guys are big. Look at this, you guys. Here's where he's sitting. First of all, let me show you where I am. Whew. Brutal. The sun is killing me today. The sun is just dead on me. So I'm going to go head for that forest over there, which should be interesting. It's got to be with what's below. Look at this. He sits right there. X. In there, and then in there's the seat. I got to show it to you now.
It's the entrance is on the other side. Let me see if I can just get a view. Look, there's a seat right in there. It's completely open inside there. Right on the other side of this log here. And then all those trees come through it. It's impossible. They had to have been pulled through. And that's as strong as could be. Where you guys at? Come on, you got to give me, I mean, why would you roll something out in the road, have me brag to people about how you must want me to come in here, and then you don't do anything? It's really getting annoying, honestly, to everybody. It's stupid. Is it just so I get to see something? You know what? I better be special. Hold on, I'll take that. I'm not serious. I'm just I give them a hard time because they need to understand I'm not afraid of them in any way. They could rip my face off, but I'm not afraid of that. You have to understand, I don't care. I'm 50 years old. And if that happens, all you guys will know. And then we just, you know, now we're at the next level. I'm dead, but we know to be a little more careful now. I'm always curious of those things. I think they use them somehow. I saw a giant one down there, and somehow they made me walk away from it. Blatant. How? You guys, that tree will never leave. Something had to be up there to make that work. You see that? Look at that. That's all you need to look for, guys. Trees don't do that. Believe me, they don't do that. Look for this kind of stuff too. It's all in plain sight, it's just that you will never see it. Completely sideways. Came from anywhere. Break. Remember, I'm standing next to an X with a seat and an inside seat. Let's keep going. Oh, look at that lemur. I'm telling you, they're like right here in this open. This is different. Uh-oh, here we go, finally. What's that? I got noises behind me. Maybe they listen to me. That is blatant, whatever that is. Something looks like something's in there, I can't tell. Kind of like last time, I wish I had seen the teeth with my eyes. There was some kind of like, I don't know if they did it to my head or the camera, but I couldn't see on the camera when I zoomed in on the guy with the teeth. That's why I zoomed out so quickly. God, if I hadn't seen him, I was that close. That would have been some great footage because I wouldn't have moved. All right, let's walk around in here. See, I'm in the aspens mostly right now, and when you find this in the aspens, that's really good. Look, that was broken recently. It was like a face. And the broken end isn't there anywhere. And then it's tucked. Really cool, and this is uphill. I'd never be here right now if it wasn't for that boulder. I'm telling you, those boulders do something. Some kind of energy. If it wasn't for that other day, I never would have came up here. Because I know how hard it is to get up here. You need some motivation. Elk is rubbing there. Let's keep going. I see an X. What do you want to bet? Let's bet. I'll bet you a sticker that I don't have. I sent out Gene and Tom's sticker today. Thank you too, but very much. I told them both, I was like, this is probably the most boring envelope. It's just an envelope with just a sticker in it. Like I couldn't have stuck something else in there. I didn't have anything else to give them. You know, like I was in the truck and I finally got an opportunity. But just know you two, a lot of people wanted those stickers for some reason. But look, so I'm way up here now. As you can see, things are leveling, okay? There's a lot of snow, you can see it's 80 degrees, you guys. down at the truck. Here it's probably 70. All right, now watch this. You got to explain this to me. It's almost like... It's almost like where they came out of the ground. It's almost like a jump scar. You know what that is? You ever see Jumper, the movie Jumper? First of all, look. How is that possible? Right? And then you have these designs. They just show up out of nowhere. It's not from animals. I want to make it very clear, okay? You can use your imagination all you want. It's not an animal, okay? It's almost like this is where they come up, and every time they do it, they leave a spot. Let's put a trail cam right here. Except who's going to come get it when it's ready? Not me. Not here. It's too far. This stick is a glyph. It's a structure. And it was put on top of that dirt. And it's the kind of dirt where, it's not an animal. It's literally, it's like you dumped it out of one of those icing squeezers. Okay? They made that, and they put it over dirt. Jump scars. This is on a really steep hill. They made that. Up that hill is really interesting. I might keep going. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk this way up this hill for a while. That's an X. For the first time all day, I actually have noises and birds, which to me is a good sign. Oh, you have that crazy structure, right? It's crazy. What's at the end of it? 2 piles of dirt. Okay, you can use your common sense, or you can listen to Colorado Bigfoot. Okay, that's me. That's my alter ego. And I'm telling you, the piles of dirt are put there by them. There's something here. I mean, you guys, it smells like a freaking Christmas tree farm. Not because of the pine, just because they've been working with them. It's so pretty in here. Look at that trident. Is that a world record? Could be. Did you guys really expect a person, because you rolled a boulder out in the thing, that's going to find this 5 miles above all that? You gotta be kidding me. It's not 5 miles in a direct line, but it's 5 miles. It took me to zigzag to get here. I found it. They always have a main spot. And here it is. Look at their trail I'm walking over. Constantly crossed, always. In the beginning of their trail. Oh, there's their teepee structure. Oh, thank God. I was really starting to feel like I failed today. Like, in a way. Teepee structure. The third one's right there. Hidden. I'm the only one in the world that's ever seen that. All right, I want you to use your imagination a little bit. This is where they are. I want you to picture, this is literally where they're going through all the time, where they usually don't leave much. Just look at it. I'll try not to talk. Where's the biggest trident in the world? You guys look at that. I got to your world. Is this where you guys wanted me to come? Oh yeah, look, of course, right in the middle of it all. I'm telling you, this is part of their trick. I don't know why or how, but that's part of their trick right there.
We've gotten them too many times in there. Remember, they don't leave. Like, they might go to their thing, but if they're here, they don't like run away to leave. They're right here, and they're just gonna let me go by. Look at that. Where'd that trident go? Look at this. You guys, this is a Bigfoot world. This is where the beings that you never knew about hang out, where they live, where they spend their time. What it took me to find this spot. I even walked away. I was going the other way, and somehow I just turned around and came back. I was not happy with what was happening. Like, it was cool getting seats and stuff, but it wasn't my payoff. Like, this is good enough for me. I needed to find their spot where it's just blatant, and this is it. Look. You saw the teepee structure behind. You can just tell. You can just see it, you know. Remember, you don't need to know it. Just look and see it. Just see it. This place is so active. Like my hair. I have goosebumps and my hairs are standing up. Rarely do I get any kind of interactions when I'm in their best spots. Like, I think they're interacting, but they're not letting me know it for some reason. That's an X. It's field gold. Watch. What does a regular person need to see besides that? It's an X, symmetrical X right there, and it's field gold. Again, I'm in a Bigfoot world. What have you heard the last 3 times? That thing. As long as you're in the Bigfoot world, he never stops. Remember, they are the forest. They are everything on this earth. Perch. I gotta do a battery change. It's the only reason I'm gonna turn the camera off. It's right here. This is a seat right here. Oh, I'm gonna change my battery right in your seat. I found their world. And you better believe these aren't the traditional Bigfoots. This is there might be, but it's also others. And we've seen the picture with the teeth of what could be here. I can't picture that thing. If you look carefully, you can see it has a long body. Yeah, it might have been laying down, but it was on some kind of platform, like one of their invisible platforms. What do you want? Hasn't happened all day. I'm in their Bigfoot world, and beep, beep. It's not a coincidence. Watch the last couple of videos. You'll see the same thing. Nothing happens until I'm where they are. Their main spot. It's telling everyone around here that someone's in their Bigfoot world. Look at that. You know, that's really annoying. I think they know I'm here. Maybe he's not doing anything, but it's just, I can't get over it how it only happens when I finally find their spot. Look at this whole place. There's nothing here that's normal. That's all them. That's all Abby normal. Blockage. Little people, and I just saw them. Watch this. First of all, you see how they set it up where there's no way to walk through here without knowing. Listen. I'm going to show you why in a second. Okay. There's no way. I'm not trying to make noise. They do it on purpose. There's your entrance. How do I know for sure? Whenever I do this, I think of the song Hand Drive, even though I'm not hand driving. I love Grease. I've always loved Grease. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not like I would love it now, like, oh my God, I love this, but, you know, growing up and stuff. Look at that. Born to hand job, baby. Should I put the camera there and do a hand drive for you? I was thinking about starting to dance like once in a while, just to make you guys laugh. So I go out and just literally do the hand drive, but I can't put the song in. If I could put the Grease song in hand drive, then I would do it right now. I'd put the camera there and I would do the whole dance for you. Whatever I can remember. Blatant. Man, you guys, this was so strategic. It's so put where you could wander around for hours, even looking for something, and not be able to find it. I truly believe that not many people would have found this. Or, you know, or even could have put the effort in, you know. People have families, and no one has time to risk their life and maybe never come home tonight. Unless it's their job. It's that simple. It's like anything in this world. If you're good at it, you should get paid for it. It's as simple as that. Like I said, and for me, I just do it because I have to get paid for it. If I didn't need to get paid for it, I could care less. I'd be doing the same video today. But I think in a way, it's better because that whole tree is hollow. Because there's a drive there, you know, because I'm so grateful and so thankful for the help. You know, I won't just sit around a day like maybe I'll take the day off today. Like that doesn't happen because I'm supported. If I was a self-made trillionaire, I probably wouldn't have the push and the drive, you know. And because the people help me, not the people, you guys, look at that. Look at that. You know, it makes me if I'm as grateful as I say I am, then I better be, you know, push the limits, and that's exactly what I do. I've told you, I swore to God to you, I will never let you down. You might not remember this, but I'm reminding you because it was 3 or 4 years ago. And I have a lot of new people since then. But I told you guys all that, and I don't break a promise just because years have gone by. I remember my promises because I make very few where I swear to God on something. Look at this. So not only is that an incredible X right in the middle of all this, but it has the third. And the third is wedged right there. It's that little thing's holding it. Comes out, stops right there. It goes up. See, they always do a third on the X's. Just look at your X. If you find an X, look close enough, there's something else touching it either at the base. Oh, there's the third on the base. See, I told you. Before I even saw it. It touches it right there. And that's a fork itself. Incredible. It's all taught. And it never strays from what I see every single time. And they're using this. They're literally walking right in between these things. Is this what you guys wanted? I mean, I don't know, you guys. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if the boulder in the road meant come up there, or Bigfoot World's up there. This is my own interpretation. It never seems to fail, so that's why I go with it. No one written a piece of paper, yes, you're right, come up here. Blatant. See, as I said, there's always a third. That one would have been good enough. As long as there's one touching it, and that goes out, see? This is touching everything else in that whole forest. Here's the other third one that's wrapped up. Look. See it up there? There's no way that's an accident. And the end of that one's like a trident. That's cool. Guys, this can't be what you wanted me to see. I mean, I'm pretty thankful. I think people will appreciate the beauty of some of the zooms and stuff, so we can probably start to head back. I have a feeling if I could spend a couple days up here, I'd find the real magic. This is just one of the spots. The master place is yet to be found. You guys, can you imagine like I was in Bigfoot Universe? They all came in. So I'm standing in a place like this, and they all just came in. All of a sudden I hear, that's how I know for sure they did the whistles, right? They were all about 100 feet away. Right? The same exact time, except one at a time. They're echolocating because they were invisible, and they can't see each other either because they're using technology.
It's just like me and you. If you're over there and I have the staff, I touch this thing right there, I go invisible. You can't see me. Just because you're one of my kind doesn't mean you get to see me with the technology. And again, there it goes again. Now they're half that distance. And it became all the way until they were just right here. Like right at that tree, right at that tree, right at that tree, right at that tree. And they were all the same beings. They were like giant Sasquatch. And they were all around me. And I was like, oh my God. The crazy thing is, I never, for a second, did I feel scared. I did not feel scared at all. It was I didn't even know it until later on. And I was like, oh my God, you didn't even get scared at all? Nope. Look at that X, you guys. Yes. And that's why I do it, right there. You guys think about it. Don't get tired of looking at structures. Think about how incredible what you're seeing really is. This is right out of a movie. This shouldn't be happening. Over and out. What am I missing in these places? You can only see what you're supposed to see. Everything else is covered up. Don't appreciate what we have. And we don't believe anything new. And it's really frustrating to me. And I can't believe that I'm the one saying this. This isn't me 5 or 10 years ago. It's all from doing this. So I'm literally walking through their world. I think this is what they wanted me to see. This is the way they do it here. This is their world. And I love it, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me come in here. I think you let me. You're not stopping me, so I'll take that as a let. You see how they do it? Look. Here's your walkway again. I keep showing this to you. I'll show it to you all summer. You see? They always do it. Except this is an unusual one. It goes all the way in there. My camera's bouncing, which means they're near. It only happens, it goes blurry or it starts to bounce whenever I'm near them. Look. There is no way. That did not come from above anywhere. There's no way that is like that, and then there's another one right there going that way. This is just the way they do it here. This is incredible. I'm just spoiled. Now, if I can't find, another Bigfoot universe or Holy Cross Wilderness, I'm disappointed, I know, which is also a good thing because it shows you how rare they are. It shows you that no one will ever find those places, Not many. All right, let's go. So this is pretty cool. So this is right outside of that world, right? It's weird. It seems not to be, I did see a burnt log, but it seems to be very untouched, this forest. Look at the leaners on these giant trees. That tree is so big. We have those in Colorado, but a lot of them get burnt down before they get a chance to get that big. Then I got this. Look. Same thing they do everywhere, because they'll be like in there. What's this? It's all thrown out too. It's all over the place. There's someone sitting in there. Watch. Not right now, but look at this. And then watch. There's a seat inside of it. And it's all disturbed. There's a footprint right there. Look. He sits right there. It's all disturbed. Look. I can't see around. It goes actually behind. Oh, he has a place he can go behind. Look, he can go back there. Anybody back there? I didn't feel anything. Sorry. You guys, that's too blatant. This is right in front. You go right in there, and that's where I was just filming all that stuff. I didn't even show it, most of it to you, because it's all the same stuff. I gave you a good idea, though. Look at the size of these trees, and everyone has a leaner. Isn't that weird how they all have leaners on them? You guys, I found your little world, didn't I? $20 bill. Giant pile of fresh topsoil. No animals. It's all topsoil. Beautiful topsoil. You could sell that. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. An animal did not do this. Idiots. Let me go this way. Oh, now I'm singing Born to Hand Jive. I'm way up here, you guys. This is a long day. Sorry if the video's not incredible, but no. Please know this. I earned my keep today. Just with my feet. Remember, I don't like to walk. I'm all about like hoverboards and being able to fly and getting fat. I don't need to walk. Probably why I'm alive. This is a little unusual. This is all right out in front of them. These are all hangouts. Look at that, blatant. I don't know what's blatant about it, but something's blatant about it. That's blatant. Just that shows you that all this is them. That's how we learn. You know, that's how we know things that we didn't know before. By them saying, yes, Mark. That's what it says. That one says, yes, Mark. That one says, that's how you can tell that the rest of this is all ours. It's that simple. All right, let's keep going. This is really strange. It's like some kind of like a small rodent poop in the middle of it. All of that is connected to this, which makes an X, and then goes into this walk down place, which ended up being this boulder. That's why I know the boulders are special. You can't, it's not in your imagination why they're special. And we're gonna figure it out one day. I just know we will. I know we will. I could almost promise you we will. But I can't promise you. Almost. Or no. Look at this weirdness. Goes up, this is, the boulder's right behind me. I just said over now and I was gonna not film and then I see this thing. And I can't help it. It's not an accident, you know? It's all, I always see the leaners and then, look at this. This is just how these dudes do it. These are what the big giant guys with teeth do, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't want it to be pretty. It looks like paint, but it's just natural. It's like a moss. As you can see, I was zooming way up to that earlier. And I'm not that far off from being that high. Actually, I am. I'm about, believe it or not, if you went straight up, that's a half a mile higher than me. That's also an X into that tree. The tree was just devastated by that. And you can tell this was all put in. This was dead a long time ago. This was all put in there well after it was dead. And then just to top it off, there's a Bigfoot tree involved as well. That's how these guys do it. Check this out. I gotta zoom from here. Look at this. Right in there. That's where they sit. You can't tell because I just sat there. You can't tell. It's because of the pine needles. It's so nice. I'm sitting in an identical thing next to it. It's so nice and soft. Look at all of the stuff coming in, like teepee structures, all coming into this spot. It's because that's where they sit right here. Even way inside. Symmetrical X's where no one in the world, even one of them, might not see it. I don't know if you can see on the camera. And that's why, you know, I've learned that these structures are all for a reason to mark, but there's also ones that are made to do something. See this leaner inside? It's a fork. They're all made to do something. This is such a hiding spot too. Like if they weren't real close, they probably have no idea exactly where I am. You guys, this is too crazy. Look at this. These are all spots. I knew someone had them today. Look. Same exact spots there. Look at all of the leaners going uphill into those spots. You see that? Look, it's more than you think. There's all kinds of leaners going into those spots. I've tricked them before in Bigfoot University. The guy started coming down. That's a big seat, by the way, right inside there. The whole ground shaking. I just stand up. I'm like, I'm right here, because I didn't want to get to the position where I tricked him and he was right there. Like that. I just knew that's not a good thing to do. He stopped and there he was, right on the camera. It was crazy. I'm leaving the camera on because something's happening behind me. You guys, if I could film you singing to Hand Jive, the song from Greece, all of you, your whole clan, doing it perfect, then I could make money doing this. That'd be the only way to make money. I'd actually sell that. I'd be like, look, I got a whole clan doing Hand Jive from Greece. I really feel like that might be a sellable item there. I'm not gonna. This is all for free, but maybe I could make $1 million real quick. So only so people wouldn't have to help me. That's the only reason maybe I'd pursue some route in the future that I don't want to, like speaking. I've just turned down another speaking, 2 speaking engagements. So blatant, he's telling on me. You know, I have a gun. I'm talking to the bird because I don't want to speak. I don't want to talk in public. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a hiding in the woods on a camera speaker, and I'm not even good at that. Like I said, I'm just leaving this on because something's going on behind me, and that bird freaking out as it finally located me. It's not an accident, guys. I've filmed it into the hundreds of times now. This guy's freaking out, man. This bird. He's like tattling on me. It happens every time. I never get them tattling unless I'm sitting in their spot. I was just sitting on their seat. X. I love it over there. Where do I want to look? Because I got views now I couldn't see before. I've actually come down quite a bit. So I showed you that Bigfoot hole, right? I came out of there. There's that weird rock with all the structures on it. That's field gold. I just sat in their seats, which is right inside there. Okay, now look how crazy this is. I've found their spots. This is the way they do it here. Check this out. Okay, so that's a Bigfoot tree, big time. Brandon, tell him. Then I got these 3 going right in there. It's impossible. They're basically making, I was gonna say virtually, they're basically making a teepee structure, right? They all meet at the same spot. I was just sitting in there, okay? That one's weird coming out, some kind of whip coming out of there. And then you have all the dead trees around it, more Bigfoot trees surrounding that whole area. They sit right in there. And if you needed more convincing, I'd be happy to help. Now we move over here. First of all, this is all them. Here we go again. Now I haven't seen inside of here, but I'm willing to bet there's something. Let's see. Based on what I'm seeing, with all these things going inside the pine trees. These are all spots. Look, this is important to know because this is what you need to look for. You see how that one goes up, meets that one? It's literally making an exit you can't see. Right? Look at the leaners inside the trees. These trees have no business. These 2 leaners meet each other at the top. And they have no business being there, and it's impossible. And what's underneath? Seats. Same thing way inside. There's 3 leaners that have no business being there, leaning inside. Here, it's completely blocked. Let's see if there's an inside. Look at this. Yes, Bigfoot doing hand drives. What do you want from me? Here. Look, it's an X there, but it also makes an X that you can't see with that one. There's got to be something in there that I can't even see from 10 feet away. It's got to be. I can't even get in there. Look in there. These are all spots they're sitting. They'll never not tell you. That's the crazy part about it. You figured, look at the Bigfoot trees at Trident. You know, you figure that's exactly what they wouldn't do. They would go put all that stuff over there, and then if they're going to sit down, don't put anything there. Like if you're the Bigfoot boss, be like, look guys, these guys will never find you. Uh-oh. Look at this. Another one with X's. Another open place. Where's their Bigfoot world? Right in there. You'd never know it, and you would never as a person walk into the forest. You'd walk right in the middle of this. Isn't it weird how we're conditioned to always be where we feel safer? Not me. I do the exact opposite. But most people, that's what they do. That's what I would do if I didn't have this on my mind. I'm not walking through that crap. I'm going to walk in the middle of the field. Why is this so heavily marked in here? Oh my God. That's why. Look at that. You guys, there's a stump in the middle of the air on that seat, and it didn't grow there. Look. Reptilians. There it is. Look, it's not from here. This stump does not come from here. And man, this dude really built it up. Look at the glyph where he sits. It's like when they get up, he leaves the glyph. Here's the other thing, guys. Sometimes they can just leave from this spot. Like it's not like he came running down from over there. Oh, look at this. It's an X two ways with all kinds of tridents, and I didn't even notice it. Yeah, the better ups here. Here we go. I haven't changed my camera. What did I tell you? Whenever they're near me, that happens. Or my camera starts to go like this. The internal stabilizers just go crazy. I might have to keep going here, you guys. I'm about 6-7 hours into this. Once you hit the 7-hour mark in a place like this, you really start to feel it. You really start to realize you've been here for 7 hours. Other places, 7 hours feels like 7 minutes. Here, it's been pretty exciting, but they haven't really interacted with me that I know, you know, like I got a wood knock. It was so blatant when I was sitting down at the beginning, and that was it. And that wasn't even on the camera. So there's more of those spots I won't show you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats for like big things. This is where those big guys with the teeth sit. And they can just be in a regular tree. It doesn't have to be exciting for you. Remember that, okay? Where they are doesn't have to be exciting. But a lot of times it is. What the hell is this up here? Look. Jump scars. That's where he came out of the ground. Jump scar. I'm going with it so you guys give me something better. See how they do it here? To every tree. It might not excite you, but it's important for you to understand and remember. Because it's something I've seen since the day I started doing this. See? 1, 2. They were brought there, put there, and then leaned into the tree. And then underneath the tree is a seat. Why would you poop on one of your dead relatives? Seriously, one of them came through and pooped. Right there, that thing's been dead for, that whole body was right there, except something else I noticed around Bigfoot. Unless the hunters can tell me. Slayer, maybe you know, look at this, look what I'm finding. Damn, this is going to be a long, boring video. It's going to be like a 2-hour video. No head. It's something I always notice on the kills in the middle of Bigfoot. There's never a head. Yet in some places,
when I'm in the middle of them, I'll come across, especially like the petroglyphs, I'll come across where a head is hanging on like a tree or near one of their structures. I believe that they take the heads. So whether they kill that or not, when he's walking by, he likes that head. That, or, there could be other, reasons, but every time the head's gone, usually, unless it's a fresh kill. And, God, does it smell like pine in here? I know that sounds ridiculous, but it really smells like over pine. Because there's a UFO right there. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't, it's just high enough I can't see it. Oh my God. There was 2 UFOs. I had the camera at the right spot. Maybe I can get it. You guys, I swear to God, I'm going to tell you how I saw them. I would never have seen them before, and you're going to believe me when I tell you how. They're gone. I know he's right there. There was 2. You should have seen the way they were moving. Oh my God, I saw it. See, that's the thing. They're always above us. No one's looking, and you can't see. You think you can see everything, but just after like not even an eighth of a mile, you see nothing. I know because of my drone. It just disappears. It can be right there above you. You hear it and everything. You cannot see it. It's the simple human brain that doesn't get it. You think you see it. You look out there, there was a UFO. I could see it. No, you can't. Here's how I saw it. Sorry, I get worked up. I'm sitting here, right? Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, there's another one up there. Hold on, I gotta stay right here. I think I got like some kind of like UFO highway or something. You're gonna see these little white things right here. It's not what it was, because that's blocking the sun right there. There was like these little tiny like orb-like things like all right here. And as I'm looking at them, I couldn't help to be drawn way above. And 2 went by like unbelievable speeds. I'm just gonna keep it there. See those white things? That's not what I'm talking about. That's how I saw them. I can't believe it. No wonder no one does this. It's so hard, like UFOs. It's like, oh my God, at times it's almost like they have a computer inside that says, yes, it's okay to fly here. Or no, this guy has a camera. Go up higher. Because I've had them right above my head. Stop. One just stopped. He blinked his lights at me. I was thinking, Jen said, like when she was right next to me and said he was saying hello. I'm like, a couple of years later I was thinking, which is now, I'm thinking it might not be that. It might have been like he scanned me or whatever, or or he logged me in because he came right from a Bigfoot world that I had been in that day, right from that direction. It was just too much of a coincidence. It looks like he's saying hello, but I think he just scanned me. I swear to God. I don't know what else to think about that. He was right above those trees, stopped. You guys, look, I'm telling you the truth. Look at what I do. Why would I make up this lie, right? He stops. I see him. First of all, I get to watch him the whole time. He's going like 15 miles an hour. He goes right above my head. He stops. It's almost like he knew where I was, right? I'm not even in the woods. I'm at my condo in the backyard. And he comes straight from a Bigfoot world that I go to, which is not that far if you're flying in a UFO. And then he just stops right above us, blinks his lights. He goes whoosh, and then he just continued on. Thank God someone was there when that happened. I'm telling you, these UFOs that are around here, they have something to do with these guys. I don't know what else it could be. I just watched 2 of them, you guys. One went like this, and one is in the exact same path right behind it. I mean, it was like they were on a monorail or something. That's how exact the one behind it was. I just want to do a zoom up here. It's the way the lighting was. See, that the sun is right there, so it's just to the top of that tree. And it enabled me to see a view I normally wouldn't be able to see into the sun. It's like a highway up there or something. Remember, your eyes see nothing. A mistake. That UFO thing, I was sitting right there. It was so comfortable. My feet are like touching the dead bones, didn't care. I was so happy. I could have fell asleep almost. So comfortable, so content, so happy, but I'm gonna fall asleep here. It's a place a mountain lion could approach you to, and you never know it. Would he? No, he doesn't have the balls. But they're sneaky. Look at this place, you guys. Again, look at the dirt. Look at the jump scars. The thing is, some of them literally are designs. It's crazy. It's like a design, you know, you leave behind to space. How is there a shell up here? It's not possible. I am miles and miles and miles from any kind of water. See, it's on top of the dirt. Look, it's on top of people's minds. Just don't get it. It's on top of the wood. It's not possible. Oh, there's a footprint right there. It's right there. I did not make that. Usually they don't step on it. There's a footprint right there. Of course, it's in the shade. It's really good. It's actually really good. It's got like, I think it's just a couple toes, and then it's nice and flat. You can find them a lot like that, right on the other side of logs like that. Jump scars. It's got something to do with how they appear. I don't know. The dirt plays a huge role in some of these guys. But not in everyone, because, look. Because then our whole planet would just be dirt. Is it certain ones? So weird. That's how they do it. Everyone's kind of leaner. Every one of these trees has a leaner. Every single one. And inside, underneath, if it has a leaner, there's a seat. That's where they sit. You know what I mean? There's no animals here. I'll give you an animal. Take that, you filthy animal. Over now. Over and just beginning. Jump scars. Poof! Bigfoot's here, and there's a pile of dirt. Oh, wow. Look at that, I almost missed it. See, do you believe it's them now? Look, weird pine cones everywhere. Look. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like this. I don't mind if it's like this, as long as it's blatant, like this. When I see everything connecting like that, that's when I'm happy. See what's right there? And then right below it has another one, and they're all impossible. Star structures. Look at the star connection right there. It's not possible. They did all this. This is a major spot. I was just sleeping in it, basically. Look at that. Another leaner going in, uphill. Another spot, seat, pine cones, glyphs, star structures, teepee structures, X's. Different. It's different. Those are all hashtags. Hashtag your mom. Over now. Isn't that crazy? I just want to show you to you one more time as I'm going down. There's a whole situation back there in those trees. Right, giant uphill bends and leaners. Not bends, leaners. Another one, leaning. It's all them. Well, tons of Bigfoot trees, I call them. And then as soon as you walk out of it, there's nothing. Just like little things here and there as you go up and down. Little spots, like the spots of seats I found. They'll be in these pine trees, things like that, but they're not. They only have that one little world-like place. Close, anyway. I think it actually does get better. Like if I had just started right now today, we could have seen some really cool stuff. But I did as much as you could do and get back in one day. You might not be able to tell by the video, but man, brutal. You'll see, and then every spot in between here and the road, I'm not directly above my car anymore, but I'm like, you know, within reason of being straight above it. And that's what they do. They have like these spots like that in the mountains, going up the hills, I mean. And that's it. That's what they do it over there. If you go up there, it's a whole different situation and a whole different world and a whole different type of being. I'm just not quite ready yet over there. I mean, I am, but I can't get over there. But like places that are that high aren't quite ready. Days like today are really helping though. Everything's melting. This is what they do here, you guys. It's pretty exciting, you know. I know the visuals aren't amazing, but I'm glad I did it today. I really am. I'm glad I did it. I know, remember, we still got 6 months of amazing stuff to come. And then another 4 months of the winter, because I'm gonna hopefully do stuff this winter. I don't know if I can get out of there before. I hope there's a way, you know, something happens where I can get enough money to get out of there and just get like a little house or a little property. It's, you know, I'm really hoping I can do that before the winter. It doesn't, you know, I doubt it, but that would be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to do stuff. I can't, the thing is, I can't leave because the trailer has to be maintained 24 hours a day and when it's 5 degrees. And sometimes minus 5 degrees. I have a cat. Propane runs out quickly and you have to have plug-in heaters in. You just cannot leave the trailer for more than, you know, 8 hours. Even that's pushing it. So I got to get out of there. You know, I just got to get out of there. I don't mind it. I kind of like being there, but you know, and then and it's right in the middle of like a desert. In the summer, inside the trailer is 100 and look how that's on the stump. That's probably a stump from a long time ago. Fire jumpers. Cut that. Got to get out of there somehow. Just so I can do normal things. Go, you know, in the winter, go visit people, go help people, go film this or, you know, whatever. Everything here is them. It's just not that exciting to look at. It's them. I'm on the steepest of hills. That thing was growing in there. It got snapped and bent backwards underneath the tree and then up into all that. They did every single thing you see. There's their totem pole. Giant trees off the ground. They did all this. Blatant. Yes, look how they do this here. It's crazy. I know I've been showing you how they do it, but I found this new spot of theirs. Look at the X on the ground over there. It's all them. You think it's just trees like a forest that died. It's not. It's all been like... You see how these don't fall down? This doesn't fall. I could push that over. It doesn't fall until it disintegrates. That's how seeded these trees are. And then sometimes when they're dead or something, they use them, but they're not falling down. They're like being put into place. And that's how they do it here. Look at the leaners coming out of the pine trees. It's amazing. That one's not even on the ground. They do all this. Look at that. All that is inside of a pine tree that's 75, 80 years old. There's no way that so those trees were put in there since. See, I'm figuring out as I'm walking down. See, I didn't have to walk up through this. I went the long way. It's done so you don't walk up. Nothing, no animal, no elk, no moose is gonna walk up there. The whole way, and it's all in front of their whole world, has been blocked from an upward climb. I mean, it's impossible. You could do it as a human, but you just wouldn't, you know? Look in the back. Look at the two white ones. You see it? It's too blatant. Pretty cool. Inside that right there is all seats. I didn't show it to you. I figured I already filmed. It's exactly the same as one of the other ones. Look below where you can't see from the ground. Well, from the road. I'm still about 3/4 of a mile up. Descending through this isn't horrible. You be careful because you could one little twist, it's all over. Of course, I'm not careful though. Blatant. You guys are killing me. You gave me a wood knock. That's all I got.
You're probably like, listen, man, we throw the boulder out to you. What the hell was that? We rolled the boulder out to you. And you filmed us with, we gave you a big smile with teeth. What more do you want? A lot more. Unfortunately, I'm human. Nothing's good enough, I admit it. We always want more. You get $1 million, guess what? 2 weeks from now, that $1 million seems like nothing to you. You've spent $1 and now you don't have $1 million anymore. You're gonna start losing your mind. Nothing is enough for us. We adjust to everything. So guess what? Adjust to this. And then we can go on and take it to the next level. I'm telling you, they give me what the world's ready for, nothing more. Unless I steal it. Blatant. Look at that, you guys. Okay? Coming this, you can tell it's from underground. Look at the rocks in it. The one up top was all topsoil. Piles of dirt. Just dumped. It was just dumped here. Piles of dirt. On top of sticks. It's not, no animal can make a pile. There's no holes. It's from them, okay? Maybe they have pets. You know, who knows? There's a million things. You got to stop with your denial. It's what stops this whole subject, is idiots. We got to get rid of them, or we got to unidiify them. We just got to. You can be an idiot all you want. I'm an idiot. But you just, and use, you know, use the term nicely. I'm not using it mean. I thought I smelled something. Like a giant pile of dirt. You know, you just in this subject, you gotta let your guard down. We're the ones telling you the truth. You're standing on the side of people that tricked you your whole life and lied to you about everything you think you know. I didn't film it all, but there's just this whole area right here. It's being hidden by grass. Is all giant. It's like a wasteland of dirt piles, and right in front of it is them telling you, yes, we do the dirt piles. TP structure. Kidding. I'll tell you, you know, that the term, you know, busy as a beaver. And they are. They're always cutting down. They even cut down trees like this and they just leave it there. I don't know why. They'll cut a tree down sometimes and then they realize they can't get it back. It happened across the street from me yesterday, a couple days ago. I'll show it to you if I can remember. He went out to the road. He must have spent hours cutting this tree down, this aspen, and he couldn't. He realized he couldn't drag it out of there because all the bushes were in the way. So there's not a lot of thinking going on there. They just eat. People don't realize that beavers eat wood. So why couldn't something else live on wood or bark or some nutrient in wood? Don't know where I am. I've made it back down to the road, but I have no idea. I think it's that way. Like because I really went crazy up there left and right, so I don't know, you know, in other words, I don't know which way my truck is. Look, here's their markers. You can see it so blatantly. 1, 2. Look at that one, how far from the ground it is. And I just did the whole, I just did a 6-mile loop, and they're telling you that they're there, and this is that kind. You know, that all registers in my head. You know, so next time I see the 2, like that, I pretty much have an idea of what it's going to look like behind it and what types of beings they are and how they do it, you know. All right, bye. See how they have the markers right at the road? There's another one right there. And so that wasn't that bad. I actually, using my sense of direction, I came out doing 6 miles without being able to see down here. And I'm not exaggerating the miles, by the way. Like, that's about what it was. I had my truck down there. I came out, you know, a quarter, maybe half a mile at the most away. Not too bad. Lucky I was able to recognize where I was and that I definitely had to take a left. All right, bye. This is where it happened. Here's the boulder. I'll turn it back on there. There was at least someone over here. Lisa, you thought you saw him in the picture in this bushes. I didn't see him in the video though. There's that boulder. Look at the size of this thing. There's no way a person moved this even over here. I guess he could have rolled it. He could never pick that up. Two people couldn't pick that up. It came right here. You can see all the dirt. There's dirt in there from it rolling down. It came all the way out with momentum, all the way even in this little ditch, and made it all the way to this corner and just sat there perfectly. And someone, probably the state, rolled it out of the way. Here's where the groundhog came out of. There's got to be a hole in there. Oh yeah, it goes across. It goes this way. There's a lot of them up here. I see them all the time. That's where it all happened, guys. Right there. It's amazing how I wouldn't have picked this place on looks alone, even though I can tell they're there. I definitely wouldn't have. Thank you guys very much. God, is it hot, you guys? It's got to be 150 degrees inside this truck. That's how powerful that sun is. I got it. If it cost me everything I have in the world, I got to get the AC fixed. Before the people are like, why'd you fix your windshield? I'm like, because I have a million other things I have to fix that are more expensive and are more important. Got to get my AC fixed. Another day down, you know. That's why I kind of wanted the bike. Quad can't use it. I only have one place I can go in the quad because I don't have a trailer and it's not open yet. This day should really open it. Man, it's too hot. It's too hot. Over now. My messenger just rings. And it's on my PC. I don't have anything connected to it. You would think you would ask someone. I mean, I would even ask like my father, like, hey, can I call you? You just don't call people on Messenger, okay? It really aggravates me. I'm the nicest guy in the world, but if I didn't, first of all, I couldn't answer it anyway because I don't have a microphone plugged in. But otherwise, you know, if you're gonna call somebody, you should probably ask them first, especially on something like that that interrupts everything that you're doing. Messenger just comes up over everything and it won't shut off. Anyway, check this out. This is brand new, okay? Only me would notice this. Well, especially because I live here, but I'm making a video. I'm laying there watching this guy that calls scams. I'm waiting for my video to upload. And I was like, I watched this guy, he does the scams with the Indian people. It is so funny. He knows it better than they do. And he just gets them every time. I don't know why I'm binge watching him. Now, where is this spot? Oh yeah, you gotta see they made a new spot, you guys. You'll know, watch this. I think I can zoom on the right spot the first time. Where is it? They're up here. We caught them while I was up there. Hold on, wait for it. Where is that? Bear with me. It's so obvious. I actually zoomed in on it from my desk. I'm not kidding. Why did they do that? Here, watch this. This is what I was doing. I'm actually sitting, I was laying on my desk, kind of just laying back from my back, because I was done, and then I zoomed up. I thought it was right there. You know, it's the one advantage of having someone do this for their job. Oh, there it is. See? That's all new. Look how blatant. Because I never stop. Ever. I think it's amazing how there's always a black thing in structures. You see that right there? Always. It never ever fails, because you know why? They don't do that stuff and then walk away. That spot's probably for me, or it's also got an incredible view. It does look like there's a black one right there. I can't hold it. Let's just hang with this for a second. If he knows I'm zooming, he's not going to move. You see him right there? How was there something black in there? Look, there's nothing black like that.
And it's inside it where they made something. You guys, I don't know what they did there, but that's never been there before. I mean, I haven't checked there in a month probably, but you know what I mean. I can't hold this that long. Like, what I can do is zoom back in on that in like an hour. And we'll know, and I will do that for you. 'Cause, I mean, I'm not saying it is, but man, it's always weird how there's some black thing inside of that stuff looking at you all the time. Look at that thing, you guys. It's actually huge. Look how far away I am. I mean, there's no way to load. You can't see that. It actually makes it look closer, even zoomed out. But if you look with your eyes, you'll see how far away that actually is. It's like a mile. If you use the contour of the ground, it's like a mile. And, you know, straight across, maybe not quite so far. It might even be a mile. All right, so I can still see up there. Let's just look around closely. Because if that is legit, which I'm not saying it is, there's always something else. There's no way it's just him. It's one thing I know for a fact. I don't care what you've seen. Where's that big black thing on the... Right there. We're never alone. Ever. So we'll go ahead. I mean, I guess I got to call that. Of course, it's built right underneath the only real tree. There's no other trees up there that big. Anywhere. Like, maybe a couple near it, but besides that one spot, you guys, everything is just kind of, you know, this is about as big as they get. They're more like bushes than they are trees. And that's actually like a tree, and then below it is all of that. Spend the time just in case that thing moves. Let's resume up there in 20 minutes. I'll zoom back up there. Let's give it 20 minutes. I just want to see if I still see that black thing. Right there, I probably will. Could just be a shadow. You know, it's really far. But it's exactly where he would be as well. See that tree, how big it is compared to the other ones? There's probably something happening around that tree, underneath it or in it.